Thank you.
One night at the Grand Canyon Hotel,
Yeah.
And next day.
All right, so I'm gonna give everybody a chance to go ahead and look over these minutes.
It's not DDS.
Which is not true.
It is, that's exactly what they're thinking.
But that man said it, so I typed it down.
Well, it is.
It's funny.
You do not know what you're watching.
All right, and let's get to anybody. Question?
Make a motion to approve.
All right, that's back in your mind. Oh, good, thank you. All right.
What's your name?
And it says right after, Lincoln County Disabilities.
Why is that in there, by
I did not notice it took off.
I see it, yeah, well, that's during IEP meetings last year. They changed the names, that was just a real convenient way to say, okay, there's. Were they there? They had the meeting with them?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was up there. It was up there. That's been up there since last.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was up there.
Well,
The
truth is that we do, a lot of times families will come in and they'll have whatever issue they have, and we'll say, do you have a caseworker? And they'll say, no. And we go, you sure? And so several times I've called and or something other, and they'll say, yeah, they do have a caseworker. It's that they're inactive and just haven't, had any contact. So we had a number up, so I didn't know that. They put them on. Yeah, we were fine. But because most families need to have contact with BDSN, and so I think sometimes people don't realize that they can help them out.
They don't.
And they can do anything you need, really. They can help you with pretty much everything.
I just learned, this is what's sad, 2 months ago that I could get pull-ups for Lexi from there. I didn't mind pull-ups. I mean, she doesn't have a bad issue, but at nighttime it's nice to have them on. I mean, because you can spend pretty good money on it. She's like, do you use this on the family?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. It used to be when my first round at Washington Center, pretty much every IEP meeting we had, and I guess surely is too strong a statement, but many of them, the BDSM worker came with them, and they really had a relationship with the family, and they would come and talk about it. Did yours?
I did.
Mine has come.
Yeah. And then when I came back this time, I was sort of surprised that not only did they not come, but when I'd ask parents if they had anyone, they'd say no.
Yeah. Or they just hadn't heard from them.
That's so important.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get people more hooked up.
Y'all doing your job. That family line, I mean, there's so much information.
Sharon really works that really hard and does a nice job.
Just to get, more parents. I know it's hard, but I know it's really hard. I'm not a parent.
She said she thought this time we had, and I hadn't talked to her about it in the last week or two, but initially she thought we had at least 50 families, that were not providers and not staff member here. We thought that was pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. That's really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Dr. Rogers, I'll let you start out. Tell them.
First of all, thank y'all for doing it. I walked in the gym and I thought, I didn't see y'all here. And there it was.
So come in and say thank you.
Valerie and Kristen.
Yeah, thank you.
And did Angie come help?
Oh, Angie, that's right.
So anyway, we appreciate it. We're kicking off for Christmas for sure. We've got St. Mary's is coming to do a concert, and some singers from JLN are coming to do a concert, and we'll Santa pictures next week. And we'll have a party on whatever the 15th, 16th, whatever that is. And so there really is, so the one thing right after another is going to be very, very exciting, really is. And so that's good. And then we met, some of you were there when we met with the landscape architect the week before Thanksgiving. And he's trying to get the plans out so that we can put them out for bid. And the timeline on that, he said, they ask me every time, so when do you anticipate you want this finished? And I guess I say something different every time, but this time I said, we want it to be ready for the children when they come back in August. And Melissa Burns was sitting there and she said, we want it in June. She said, I know this deal. We don't tell them June, it will not happen. So anyway, we're very hopeful and that we'll get that going. I think it's gonna be good. Have y'all seen the plans?
Is it the parks?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
parks. And I think he's really all about it.
Yeah, I'll have to say something. He's lived up the street from me, so I'm
Yeah.
not seeing him.
Yeah,
Say
we
something.
were just very pleased, not just with the work, but also with the fact they seem to be highly invested. That's great. We had that going on. Another thing we have going, and I don't know whether it'll materialize or not, but as you all may recall, last year we refreshed and we didn't really have enough money to do what we needed to do. So you all helped. The district ended up giving us another $3,000 or $4,000 and we raised a bunch in donations and what have you. So but all that did was refresh some teacher computers that they use for instruction and that. And so we, this year, so we weren't able to do anything about the classroom ones with the kids, with the kids or their iPads. We bought a few more iPads and we bought some things, but we really needed, Jennifer kept saying we needed to completely refresh all of it. So we were invited about a month ago to write a letter of interest to the Sutherland Foundation. That it's one of those community foundation deals and to apply for money. And so we did. And then about 2 weeks ago, we got an email back saying that we were now invited, they were invited for phase 2, which was to do an application. So now we have done that. We sent that in for, do y'all know about the Sutherland Foundation?
No.
Okay. Well, I had read about it in the paper about I don't know how many years ago, several years ago. This lady, apparently, she must have been from Greenville, and she married and taught out in the Midwest or somewhere away from Greenville for a long time. Never had any children. And so I guess when she retired, her husband passed away. She retired, she moved back to Greenville, she lived over in West Greenville, she lived in a very, apartment house, very frugally, very small, never spent any money. She took care of a either sick or disabled brother for about 10 years and he passed away. And she had dogs, one of which was named Molly. I do remember all that from the, read the newspaper, but I hadn't thought about that in all these years. But at any rate, when she passed away, nobody thought she had anything. But it turned out she had $8 million.
Yeah.
And so they,
Is that millionaire next door book,
Yeah. So she stipulated in her will she was not to have a funeral, she was not to have any plaques, not have anything, but she wanted a foundation set up and the proceeds to be divided half every year to go to the animal shelter. So now I'm thinking, when they built that new building, I bet that's probably by the time that happened. And that she wanted to, the other half was to be divided among agencies that serve children, particularly children with special needs. And so, to be honest with you, since the time I read it in the paper all those years ago, I had never thought about it. So we were just thrilled to be invited. Now, whether we'll be successful or not, I do not know. But if we do, we are going to get, 36 iPads and 29 classroom.
It's at least a new desktop and iPad for every classroom in the school, and then the active table.
Yeah, and the active table is, that is truly a
That
luxury.
sounds amazing.
But,
That's
yeah, it's one of those tables that has a built-in computer and it's touchscreen.
Okay.
And so, I think that's something that we would never just spend money we have on something like that. But I think it's something that certainly sounds about success.
Yeah.
How much?
Is that
So, no, we would not have ever spent any of our donation money, but we put that in there, we'll see. And so we're excited about that and we're very grateful to have the opportunity to at least apply. So,
Like everybody has a phase 1, phase 2.
yeah, phase 1 was the letter, and this is phase 2. So, we'll just wait and see. But anyway, a lot of things are going on, and we are just moving right along. What else do you think? Oh, the basketball. Tell them that.
Oh, yes. We had an opportunity came from the Bon Secours Center that just was sent out to all really elementary schools about doing a pen pal program with two SEC basketball women's teams. So Samantha kind of said, well, we'll apply and see. Well, it happened. They said, sure, Washington Center can be a part of this. So we were assigned Texas A&M and Vanderbilt. Divided the school into half, and within each team, each classroom has a specific player that's their pen pal. So we've sent one batch of letters on off. Got another one due in about 2 weeks. We hope when they're here for March to do the SEC basketball tournament that they can come visit. But anyway, we were having fun writing them letters and learning about
And
basketball and checking the scores and the teams. And, so it's become kind of a fun project. So when you walk around, you'll see their team player's picture beside their door. So that's why there's
And
pictures
then
outside.
Jennifer is getting us set up to do a news show, do a video stream news show. You wanna talk about that?
Well, as for those of y'all who have children in regular education schools, they have a morning news show. They have a whole studio. We're not getting
Yeah.
a studio. I had that price. I saw that price. I said, we're not doing that. So we're going to have a class a week. We'll get up and they'll come to the library so they can use the Promethean board as their green screen. They'll tell the weather, any birthdays we have that day. What else did we say? Weather, birthdays,
We'll do the regular
lunch,
announcements,
and they'll say the pledge. So each, all the students will be able to participate, and we will start it once we get back from Christmas.
Those little calendar skills, what the day is and things like that. So that should be fun.
That would be great.
And it'll go out to all the classrooms so the teachers can play it on their Promethean board in the morning.
Yeah, I imagine teachers.
You can put that on the website?
Will
each student do it,
or
each class?
It's each class, but every student will have the opportunity to be on camera. I don't know, we haven't talked about that.
It'd be
We'll
cool
have
to put that
to,
on the website. I'd
and-
love to be able to log in and see Tommy.
people can
You
log
know,
in.
like
Okay,
each
that's a
class,
smart
It's
idea.
put it on the website.
and just make sure.
Yeah, what? Yeah, that's not my group. No.
And speaking of the website too, the school report cards came out, I think 15th of November. But they're really written instructions like send it to your PTA or your SIC or parents or whatever. But I did check on it and we're free to do that. So what we've done is Jennifer's posted the link on our website, and Friday, when I do the message tomorrow, I'll say the link to the report card. And, you know, they're really giving, well, there's an elementary, middle, and high. And the report card's fine, but it doesn't have a grade like they used to have. They haven't had one for the last couple of years. The only thing that's particularly notable about ours, as far as my taking exception with it, is on the front of every school's report card, it talks about how they teach multiple languages and so forth. And I've called twice and said, you don't teach multiple languages, but they don't care. And so then on the rating for high
Trying to be
school,
honest.
the only one we got a poor on was limited foreign language instructions.
Yeah, it's foreign.
It's made out of
It's foreign. Sign language counts as a second
Yeah,
language. Sign
It
I
does.
thought it
That was
did.
my foreign
Yeah.
language in college.
Sign language?
Oh,
Which is-
I think it said foreign. Foreign.
yeah, I think just.
I don't know that ASL would qualify.
Oh, they don't care, we don't
Well, anyway, cool.
That's our closest attempt.
I'll let you go ahead and
All right.
Sally. Ours are kind of blended.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Have the copy of the treasurer's report today. It is, as of November 30th, $13,507.96. See our total deposits. Up here, we had one donation, just to point out a couple things. The Run Walk and Roll $500 donation from the Knights of Columbus. Check that in. Let's see. And disbursements, the leukemia pennies for pasta, collected $447.60, actually 61 cents, that's the deposit correction. But, with that, in total, they ended up getting $1,047.60, as a teacher donated 300, and then Michelin matched another 300. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Mhm. Cherry Hill Farms, we took in $1,800 and $1,805, but our portion of that was $877.10. So, yeah, it's not bad at all. With that, and we've got 14 orders for bricks. So, it's one of those, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna start picking up.
I hope so.
I really do. So let me ask you a question about your deal. Can we still order throughout
Yeah,
the
I
school
think
year?
it's through May online.
We need to let people know that. That's important.
Gloria's told them.
She did tell them?
Several people have asked, and she's told them they could order.
So Kenny, that'd be good to have to notify,
About the bricks.
well, about.
Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill is
Oh,
still
yeah.
ordered.
It was in May.
Well, and about the bricks, those of you that were at SIC, you heard that conversation. Sarah Collins is confident they can sell a whole lot. She's
Very sure. Yeah.
And they feel like they can help with whatever else needs to be done. So we're hoping that, you know, we can sort of break it apart a little bit. And, because I know there are a lot of organizations, we had Leadership South Carolina here last week, and they were saying, same thing, you know, we're looking for partners, what can we do? And so we're hoping that we can break it apart to the extent that we can have other people participate. Not because we're short on money at this point, but because there's more people that are involved in the more agencies. And the truth of the matter is, Eastside very generously, in addition to giving us that money, said, if you don't need it all, they said, we're gonna raise more than you need for the nature trail. And so whatever you don't need for the nature trail, you may use any way you choose. And one of the problems, as you all know, is we've had at Washington Center, is just no discretionary money. I mean, it's just so limited. We have a lovely building and really well staffed and all the most important things, but as far as discretionary money, so my hope is that we will be able to have a substantial account that we, so we'll put $100,000 in the, whatever the interest bearing account that the district requires you to put it in. She said, I have never written a check for $100,000. But I think it's important for the school to have reserves we've not had.
Yeah, for emergencies.
Um,
What was the final amount with, sorry,
Go ahead.
final amount with the east side?
Well, the amount on the sign that night was $116,502. But the first check we got was $110 because they said they had worked with several, like maybe even for their run, they worked through someone who would be writing them a check. And then we've gotten some others since then, just some donations to it. And then the little girl who's president of the senior class's mother called the other day and said, had we gotten something from her place of business? Because apparently they were matching, and that we were supposed to be getting 500 from them. And so I don't know what the final tally on that is.
Someone told me 124
That's
in
amazing.
my neighborhood.
Oh, really?
100 total. I don't-
I don't know what it'll end up being, but whatever, it's been wonderful, and we were very grateful honored.
Any idea from parks, like when it's all said and done, how much?
I ask them that all the time.
And we
It's a
the
fluid
irrigation
process.
system is
They know that in there,
Yeah,
they
good.
get in there,
Okay.
and they, when I ask that question, they always say, it depends on what you want to do. You know, and I want to go, you know, I gotta have some, and even my husband, who's a construction engineer, says the same thing. You know, I say, what would be a reasonable amount? And he'll say, it depends on what you want to do. So try it.
I guess we know like what portion of it's gonna be brick and.
Well, one of the things that, y'all haven't seen those plans, let me go and get them, but they have these meeting areas, and what we've talked a little bit about is having, pavers out of the bricks, and so that those areas will be bricks, so you can push the kids there, and
And that's what the bricks are being
that would
purchased
be
for
one
those.
possibility. The other, of course, would be, I mean, they're open to whatever, would be using them in the entryway and something else. But let me get what we have, so y'all go ahead and talk about that.
Is
Yes.
is it gonna have shade structures, do you know?
I
Like a gazebo or
so,
something
but don't quote me on that.
for the nature trail shade?
I imagine it'll have some kind of shade.
Yeah, well, the area itself is shaded.
Pretty shady.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
trees,
shaded.
If they
so,
don't bulldoze them.
there you go, or,
Yeah.
we don't have a tornado coming through. But I don't think that was mentioned, a gazebo type.
I don't know, when I think of nature trails,
Well,
like
we
little
talked
bridges
about
and,
Is
there any-
sun sail
Yeah,
for
that.
the existing playground,
Yeah.
because there's no.
Over at Hollis, yeah.
Actually.
Well, no,
for
this
here.
Oh, for here?
Here, yeah, the sun sails can run like $17,000.
Yeah.
You know,
That's-
I had a little
They
thought, I
do need
mean,
shade
and I don't know if y'all discussed this before, but what about an electronic sign out front?
yeah, like.
You know,
I've
all
talked
these
about that.
elementary schools now are
The
having
newer schools
electronic
have those,
signs and,
That would be nice.
That would be
I have no idea how much that costs though, so.
I don't know.
I don't think it's too crazy.
Yeah, cause
I don't
Pelham
think
Road
it's-
Elementary just got one.
Yeah.
It just, oh, it looks nice,
It-
you know,
yeah.
it's-
We need to.
It kind of,
On it.
Yeah, and it would be easy to change, cause we.
Yeah, y'all could just,
and it
Denise
has,
could just,
We haven't decided what the run, walk, and roll is for. What do we?
Well,
I was
we're
talking
talking
about
that a little bit.
about it.
Hold on one second. Let's
Yeah.
get the paper.
Yes. So when they had their brick meeting, well, the nature trail meeting, the Sarah Collins principal
Yeah.
said that they had the ability to sell the bricks online.
Mhm.
And Susie came and asked me how they did that. Well, I found out it would have to be through PTA because the school cannot have a PayPal account. And we would have to put the bank information into PayPal so the money people spent would directly go into the account. Is that something we would be interested in doing and make it where people can order bricks online?
So could we open a separate account for that? I don't know
Isn't
if we
that
want
kind of
the
what we
big
did with
account.
I bet you could.
Yeah.
with Eventbrite,
Sure you
didn't
could.
we? I mean, they automatically paid on Eventbrite, and
That way
we got a check cut to us, right? I mean, we could do it through Eventbrite somehow, I
I
think,
brought this to show you all too.
because we,
Of course, I guess they're going straight to the school website.
Yes, and it's how they
That
pay for
period.
that rock, which by the way is $10 a day to paint that rock.
I wish I
wonder
knew
how
about
much
that.
that
I know, I
was.
saw that when I drove by.
This is what the kids, under the leadership of Amanda, of course, did to give to the side.
Fingerprints.
They were gonna give each student and staff member one of these, if you want to pass out. And,
Love it.
yeah,
Such a
And then-
great idea.
here is the, pass these around to make it technically. They're gonna have to take out a good number of trees that either are rotting or whatever. You got poison oak. And here is the more detailed plan.
That's what Dot did,
Should I
right?
put it on the screen?
No, she
No.
did, you know, she did the starters, but we had not.
It is
really
on
had
screen,
the
actually.
top
Let's look at it.
Oh,
It does.
okay,
And I
okay.
actually
Very
called her when we put it out to see who would be interested in doing it, but she's, you know, cause I didn't know, even though I was pretty sure she wasn't working for someone, but I
She's
didn't know. whether-
working now,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't know whether sometimes
That's
something's hired
huge.
somebody that,
Oh, it's
like contract with them to do it, and she.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was that much
That
room
what
over
I was doing right then, she thanked me, she said she appreciated my calling. And, she certainly got us started and was a big contributor to our, being able to go after those grants and so forth. But this is more detailed, y'all can just pass this around and take a look at it. But you can see where there's circular areas that are, median areas, there's a big one, right there. Yeah.
I didn't realize there was that much land over there. That's a
And-
lot.
It is a lot of
That's a
land.
lot, I mean, this is, if it's all in scale, that's a huge,
It really is, it's a big difference. This is coming out. That
So it looks
whole-
like.
yeah, so like this is Pleasantburg.
Yeah.
So do we want me to change it, open another
Yeah.
account, possibly to
There's-
PayPal
Well, do you
or?
need to have separate accounts? I mean, do you want to keep two accounts?
Well, I just didn't want it hooked to that major account.
So we have.
Well, then,
I don't know what
I
y'all
don't
with
think,
that?
What do
yeah,
y'all
I
think?
don't think that would
Would
be
be a
any
problem?
problem.
Y'all think so?
As long as
I'm good
everybody's
as long as
okay
y'all
with
are
that,
good with
As
yeah.
long as the credit union is, yeah, I don't know
I'm
why
good.
that would be a problem.
Just have it
As long as
linked
it's
to the
safe.
website,
To the PayPal.
to our.
Once it,
Yeah, click a link and
I
it
think
takes you
it's a
to,
great idea.
I think the
Colors
easier.
something You probably have to do
Okay.
officers validating on the new account and everything going down there. Probably.
So we're doing a new account.
Well, if you're opening a new bank account.
Are you okay if we use the other one? What do y'all, how do
Regular
y'all feel about that if we use the regular account? As to,
Okay.
What do you
I,
think?
I mean, it's for you're thinking it's
For
for
safety
security.
wise, security wise, what do you?
I mean, I know PayPal has a lot of locks on it.
Yeah,
Yes, they
it
do.
does.
So,
So just link it to our
Yeah.
current
Link
account. That's
I'll
it.
get with you on that so you can
Okay.
pay with
Well,
that.
if we don't want to, Eventbrite was not linked to any account. They just totaled our money and sent us a check. And then we they didn't have any of our financial information, right? We didn't give them any.
None.
I mean, that's another, if we don't want to disclose that.
Okay.
But that's.
But how much does PayPal charge? I mean, because
See,
Eventbrite
it's a-
charged for transactions.
charge
Yeah,
for
and-
transaction.
Yeah, and so
And
does
like a
PayPal.
PayPal, it
I
does.
think it does charge a nominal fee, not much. But I mean, that would be a fee that the people pay, not
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Right.
Like $2 something. Yeah.
And they did it through the website Sign Up Genius.
Oh, that's a good website.
But but you have to have the PayPal account to make it
Yeah,
work.
I knew there
Yes.
was one I signed on to recently
so-
that you had to do it through PayPal, you couldn't do it any other way.
Right. So if you don't have a PayPal account, then you just need to write a check.
Open one.
Or, yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
open
is-
one or write a check.
The other thing we, I think Susie brought it up, what, we were working towards for this year. We were talking about the fact that we've had several, the digital sign had come up at a meeting before, I think Linda Hill, we talked about benches for the floor for the kids to sit on something sturdy. For that, irrigation for the nature trail and the shading, the sun sails.
Playground.
For the playground, out there. And I told Carla, I had a thought telling you too that this is year 11, and you know how you continuously give to different organizations, and every so often you get a letter or a request, and they kind of list what your donations have been used for. Because you donated, we were able to do these different things so that we can let people know, this is what we're doing with the funds that you're giving us. And also put in there, what we're working towards for this year. Not making it a good idea.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Everybody likes to know where the money's going.
Who represented that was gonna do a fundraiser and they wanted to put it towards the sunset? They wanted to raise $250. I said, we don't know, there's no reason we can't start an account. And I said, I knew y'all were thinking about doing that, but, as well. But
I don't remember that one.
somebody's trying to, get that one.
Well, we were thinking, January the 2nd to meet and go over, basically revise all these forms and sponsorship right before we do our meeting. So we can have everybody look at it, because we need to get it to the printer. The media is gonna do our printing again this year. Thank you, Susie, talked with them, so we're gonna do all our printing for $100.
That was so nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
very much, bibs and everything. With that, so we didn't, I didn't put the time.
Oh, yeah, we said 9:00.
9 o'clock on the 2nd of January.
And I did
Yeah,
have a
that could be
question.
later, or,
Yeah.
I was trying to think of questions to ask. Okay, so question came up about the start of the walk versus the race. Okay, so you have the walk thinking started 15 minutes before?
No, we're gonna switch it around. Last year, we did the walk first, and talking to several people, we need to flip-flop that and do the run at 9, do it first. Get them started, then 9:15, have the
Makes
walkers.
Yeah, I like
did
that.
Yeah. And he doesn't take a copy. John Lehman, is gonna still do our timing. He already has a course ready.
It would be nice if the runners, I'm sure they're gonna finish up pretty quick, if we could get a lot of them to stay back and kind of cheer on the other people as they come in. Because they kind of died out last year, I don't know if you noticed.
I think that probably had a lot to do with the
Yeah.
weather.
If they
Hold
were
the
trying to
Band-Aid.
hold those things up, because they kept falling.
Yeah, that was almost tornado wind.
It was at my house yesterday.
Same start and finish line for the run
Yes,
and walk.
it starts
I don't
and
know.
finishes, no,
Yeah.
at Timmons Ranch, right there. The start and finish is there.
I wish we had
She
signs.
teaches there, it blew out her windows in her car.
Did it?
Yeah,
Shattered every single one.
I don't know, I saw the one when I did the turkey thing, theirs was metal, and I was at another one where it was the inflatable. But I think I'm gonna go online and see if you can, get some of those, how
Yes,
these
the person.
for that, but yeah, that'd be good.
I wonder how much
Cause that's New Year's Day is
You can get them at,
For a lot
Staples, Staples does.
Oh, they
Stuff on that Monday, but yeah, school's regular.
We need to
Yeah.
figure out how big they, okay. That way it's a start, so they know where to go line up,
Especially probably these terms with the,
and.
Yeah.
or something there too. I know that
Well,
could
we're gonna
be
use
around.
the agency, the students from Eastside, hopefully out there, I forgot the,
That agency,
No.
they do such a good job, don't
Yeah.
they, those guys? They're so
He
good.
was really helpful, very, very helpful. We're also saying that this year, just to kind of make sure things go smoothly, all those little bumps we had, like,
Signs.
signs and
so-
bodies with, all
Yeah.
the volunteers have shirts on that are different
Yep.
than, the regular shirts, so they'll know, okay, this person, you can
Mhm.
easily spot them and make sure that, people are everywhere that they need to be, so no one gets lost and runs the same route twice.
Probably need to have volunteer printed on the
Yeah.
back of the shirt.
Sure.
Just have the logo on the front and then volunteer.
On the
Maybe.
back.
Some of
Just
the
a box.
kids realize that they are not there to socialize while they're standing there.
Yeah, and that
Last
was-
year
we
they
were saying
talked
that
too
we
much
need
and
to
people got lost.
Meet with all of them
Yeah.
before the race,
Yeah.
before they actually go out there, and
Serious,
actually
yeah.
go, I think it'd be a good idea to go through it.
Oh, yeah, I
get
get
upset.
upset.
Yeah.
Yes.
But to go over everything, what they're here for. And the T-shirt would be kind of a thank you for them coming out, but to make sure they know where they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to do, and when. And
Has there been any word, like last year, I know there was our run, but then there was also like other,
Yeah.
are we gonna be
We gotta
competing with
check on that, yeah.
other runners?
Carla's gonna go over tomorrow and take our check and, lease information. And I'm gonna email him today and ask him tomorrow.
I don't.
No, I don't make an appointment, I tell him I'm coming and just show up, yeah.
You just don't let them know. Are
It
you,
wouldn't matter
did
if
you
you
have to
had
email them today?
No, I emailed him yesterday.
Oh, and
Yeah.
let them know you were coming Friday? Okay, so I'll just be,
Yeah.
and did he respond and say,
That's fine, that's why I said just show up,
okay, all right.
but, yeah.
They got a secretary right there.
Oh, yeah.
Will
Can I
they,
leave it with her if
Oh,
he's
I
not
don't
there?
know.
If he's not there, no.
Just bring it back with me?
In his hand, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, in his hand.
Hi, I'm Carla from the Washington Center.
Yeah, I think when, Karen and I went, he was meeting with someone else, but he came out.
Oh, okay.
Good.
like, is there any way to get it just for us? I mean, or is that not really an option, right?
If they have something else, that's not an option, but I'm praying that they don't. I know they have, was it the group that was here, they're in March, like, beginning of March? Or is that end of March? But it's not April, yeah, we're April, but, I'm not sure.
April the first, maybe 20.
I'm sorry.
29th.
I've got to run April
Like,
first,
oh, wait a minute,
sorry.
wait a minute.
Yeah, I've got to run April first, but April 29th. With that, T-shirts.
Oh, yeah, Mike agreed again wholeheartedly, 100 free, and then the usual, they would do our T-shirts. So we were talking about maybe going back to gray, which was the first color we did with the new logo, but if you recall, it was a heather gray, and it was real light.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up this charcoal gray that he ordered, but that's probably that might be too dark.
I like it.
You like it?
I
That's
did.
a size
Show
color,
her
sure.
the picture of
I mean, the
the-
green and the blue would show up awesome on
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
I think we were concerned about the black, there's black in the logo, but there is this other color, I'll pass it around, that Mike just said, go on Gildan's website, check out the colors and just let me know.
So we've done green, blue, and gray, right?
Yeah, and we kinda need to
Do we
stay
do
away
white?
from
Yeah, the other
white.
color
we
is
didn't do
white,
white.
but
I
Yeah,
don't
it
think
gets
many
lost.
people are real keen on white. I think our first year color was this ash gray.
I have, yeah, like.
Yeah, it's
heather.
real heather, and then this is gravel. I passed around, but
I
it's
think
called
that was good.
gravel.
A little lighter.
A little lighter.
Yeah.
I'll ask him to order a sample of it,
Okay.
Yeah,
It does
good.
look like
That
gravel.
definitely is different than the.
than the ash.
the-
Remember our first one, how light it, it
It
was
was
still a
very-
gray.
it was a
Yeah.
heather.
Yeah, it was truly a heather.
Yeah, it was pretty,
It was very pretty.
but I do like a darker gray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
men like that too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is another, if we don't like gravel, that's another, like I so I think the green and blue would be very
But like,
pretty on
like
there.
Valerie's shirt, the white she has on her shirt right now is popping, so.
Yeah, I was just
I mean-
thinking about the black. that's
Yeah,
a
oh, the
little
black.
dark. We
Yeah.
do the, you know, all of the sponsors'
Oh, you do the
names
names
have
in
been in
black.
Can we do
black.
the names in white?
We could, we could. That's an option. I think the only thing
It's a
that
re- I'm looking at the wording on your shirt, just trying to see.
it shows up
Yeah,
nicely.
it's even though it's small.
I think that, like, they have the back, logo, which I think you've got a picture of too. You know, it says run, walk, and roll, and the run is in black.
All the wording.
Yeah. So,
Hey, you know what? They're professionals. They should be able to.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely figured out.
Yeah.
And let us know, cause they don't have an issue with the color. Or something. Oh, well, we had to get those additional shirts.
yeah, he didn't have, yeah, it was that. See how that roll is black?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
contrast.
wonder if that's like, just maybe not enough contrast.
Mhm.
So that's it. So that gravel might be just
Yeah.
perfect. I'll get him to get a sample and I'll have it for January.
Well, maybe he could do one with that color and the both,
Good,
and then put the white versus the black.
yeah,
I'd be interested to see what the white looks like.
yeah, I think it'd be pretty. I love the
Different.
gray on this dark
Yeah.
gray, yeah.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, Mike's on board and Brent Russo, Sharon's husband, again, they'll cover the event they'll insure us like they
Oh.
have for the past several years, so spoke to him this week also.
So what about the bid color? Do y'all wanna stay with that? We did a yellow background or something, remember last year?
Whatever the shirts were, well, it was like that.
What color is
So it's
it?
blue.
Also,
Yeah, they're blue.
do y'all wanna stay blue? Y'all wanna change it up a little bit?
I don't know if we wanna do the green. We were talking about doing the volunteer shirts in the mint green color,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
from a couple of years
Yeah.
ago? Just so that they stood out.
Yeah.
And have Mike order
What color green?
20 mint greens.
Yeah, in like a large or something.
Or we'll
Or
probably
10
get them to
enlarged
give
and
us, we'll probably get the kids to give us their size.
Yeah, give us-
Oh,
If
yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
And if not, you're right, large. And then that way they really stand out on the course.
Yeah.
Because that was another problem last year, nobody stood out.
kind of
You didn't know
blend.
who was volunteer, and who was a runner, and
You put them in that golfer orange, right? You know,
could be.
hunting
Your
them.
first and last time we wear that shirt.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear that.
They'll stand out.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. So I think we're moving along.
Sandy, how, okay, so we're doing Tommy's Hen House, right? For nursing staff.
We are, and it's 115 people, $11 per person. And for the ones that are gluten-free that can't eat Tommy's Townhouse, they can order something from Pita House or Another Choice.
Okay. That
And
sounds
there's
good.
probably about 9 people on that list.
Okay, and I've had several teachers come up to me today. Some of them are gonna be on CBI trips that day, and they wanna make sure that they get their food, they want box stuff, and I'm.
They'll have to ask someone that works in their class to do that because one person can't go around and say, do you need food? Oh, they're on the trip. That'll be a madhouse. It'll be better that they get somebody from their class to get their food.
I think what
That's a
you
good
said was fill out a form and turn it into her. Anybody that was gonna need lunches, and I think she's gonna take it.
Oh, yeah.
That would be good, yeah, to have a list.
That would be
Okay.
She's got a form.
So I have a list of who they've already emailed me, and so I've got who it is.
Well, but I think she told them they need to bring her form.
Well, then I
Check
will
with
get
her,
with the
see what the
teachers.
plan
Was
is.
she the one that handled like the list for, Pita House last year too?
No, I did
Yes.
that.
You did, oh, you did that, okay, so
Okay. You'll do
she's a
that
big
again,
Pita
okay.
House fan.
Well, I'm happy to pick it up if you
Okay.
need me to.
That'd
I
be
can do
great.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, cause they're so excited about this Tommy's Hen House.
Oh, they love this one.
one.
Everybody loves this one.
It's at 11, is that what time are they getting?
11:15.
What day is that?
Penny.
That is December 14th.
On a Wednesday.
At what time?
Monday, and they get here at 11, but we
11. That's usually-
What did you tell teachers about, the ones that are gonna be out on field trips at the time of the PTA lunch on the 14th? Didn't you say you had a form you asked them to fill out and get to you?
It's still the same.
Linda.
They're sending me emails now.
Oh, okay, so they don't have a form to fill out that you're turning in, they just send her an email? Okay,
All right, somebody will help us with that. I mean, I don't have a problem.
no, I'll be glad to help, we'll
Yeah.
find somebody, we'll just send you.
Last year, I picked up the
So what I
lunches
have
at the
now
house
is
and
my
they
email.
didn't open until, was it something about them having a late opening for lunch?
Maybe they're just
You remember
emailing.
that?
what
They
she said.
open at 11:15 or 11:30.
I think so.
I think
I
she was
think
planning to do the form. and
Carla.
transfer.
When I picked up the lunches at Peta House before,
Yeah.
I don't think they open until like 11:30, so I'm just telling you.
Ooh, okay. I'll check
The
on
only
that.
thing I know is they don't take credit cards.
No.
I know,
Cash.
checks, cash.
Or
Yeah.
check,
Or
okay,
check,
check.
Yes, I went by and paid them before.
Yeah, you did.
Sandy, what time is the staff lunch?
He'll be here to set up, but normally we don't start till 11:30 or so. But he'll have it all fixed.
Okay.
They do a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, so we know what we're doing.
And they love
Another
it.
issue, if you have people on a field trip for lunches, they'll need somewhere to put those lunches. So that's why I said it'll work out better for whoever's in that class, or them have a class that'll get their lunches and store them, because they're gonna have an issue of where to put their food.
Or we can store them in that room right down at the end of the admin hall, in the paper kitchen. How many people are gonna be out past 11:30?
I'm wondering,
I mean, they come
Well,
back.
I have
and
two.
we've announced
Or
this for
noon.
a good
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, I know,
I
it all.
have, Inslee Hayes, the ENS,
Yeah,
her class is gonna be gone, so there's about 4 in there.
some of them must be having a picnic or something.
And then, Marissa Davis, her class is gonna be out.
But they usually leave
7.
about 9:30, no matter where they go, they leave about 9:30, and they're usually back by
Thinking
11.
about, yeah,
I mean, I
they're
don't know.
usually back by lunch.
Yeah, they come back to feed the kids, unless they go for a picnic.
Maybe I'll ask them.
But in December, planning a picnic is iffy.
Yeah.
They're going out.
They're going to the Festival of Trees in Bertolo's, would be my guess, is a lot of them are doing that.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
The Festival of Trees in Bertolo's.
So they're going
Going
to
on the
eat that
wrong
day and they
day.
want their lunch for the next day.
Yeah.
So that's not, so then I guess they'll take their lunch home and eat it for supper. We can just put them in that room still. If they need to be refrigerated, they can do that.
There's plenty of room in that fridge.
Yeah.
Those for 2 classes.
If that's it. Is that all we
I
do?
think
Is that
Cook's
8
going
lunches?
to.
Just the 2?
Virginia Cook's class is going to.
They're going as well.
So what's that, 12?
Okay, good luck today.
12 lunches?
Okay, all right, we'll make sure.
So, I need to announce that.
They, I guess they'll need that email. And what I'll do is I'll make a special circle, kind of gather them all together in the emails. So I know. I don't want to miss out.
Now, they were eating such a mess.
You know, they let me know they came to that room. Hey.
We're serious about eating around here.
We are. You should see what happens when they announce there's food in the perch.
I'm sure it's like a mad.
It's a race.
That really is a good thing. I mean, you can take anything that's left over from Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the fridge and it goes on it.
Uh-huh.
It's magic.
Because, you know, you hate for things to just go to waste. Somebody else
But you
will
put
take
it there where the sign says free and it's gone within a
Word
little
spread.
while.
I guess that's all I have unless you have something else. Next meeting,
Is that Hollis in January?
is it policy?
Yeah, we're supposed to be the 5th, but they need them on Wednesday, I think it's Monday or Wednesday.
Yes.
Be the 4th.
Wednesday.
So
Yeah,
it's gonna be the 4th of January?
yeah, instead of the 5th,
That's a nice meeting.
the next meeting.
Reports?
Are you doing gift cards for the staff?
Yeah.
January 4th. At what time?
1.
We'll take January off for staff lunch.
Yeah.
And we'll need somebody to, which I know we have time, but somebody to do February.
Natasha and Timmy came by the other day.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
We miss her taking care of our staff lunches.
I know. We've kind of had to go back to the old way where if you do it and you pick the place and the sign up sheet and all that. So we're doing fewer lunches.
Bless you.
God bless.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and order the bids. Did we say that we're going to 300 this year? Or we gonna just do?
It's very big.
They always do. Okay, we're going that week.
Oh, and one other thing, Lachey DeCours's Friday night babysitter used to work at Fox 21, now she works at Fairway Advertising. And so I asked her, just what would it cost to maybe get a billboard or something? And she happens to work in the area that does the digital billboards, so she's gonna do the digital billboards for us. She gets our artwork and the information. Don't know how many yet, but
That's great.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Where will they be?
I don't know yet. She's gonna let me know, and so I'll talk to her again tomorrow night.
But like out in the community?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, those big ones that,
Remember Erwin Penland
Yeah,
did
but so we
for
have
us,
that
and
Woodruff Road one and.
they- Yep,
Yeah.
South
South-
Pleasantburg, used to be Krispy
Pleasantburg,
Kreme,
yeah.
they did one for it, yeah.
So I was just thinking,
Yeah.
maybe I could get a discount, but no. I'll handle
Because
it.
they're gonna do it.
Nice.
That's nice.
Free is a good discount.
Yeah, it is. And always free.
That's
One thing I was telling Carla earlier, we need to, between now and January, let's see if we can at least get 2 new sponsors each.
Oh, yeah. Just said that.
I mean, I've been targeting people. I went in and talked to, a person at my bank today, thought about it when I was driving up to make a deposit, and I've been banking here for over 20 years. And they know me by name, like, well, just ask. And so I got a contact person there. Hopefully, get something there, but just places that you go in and normally, patronize, just ask. See what we can do, yeah. Worst thing they can do is say no.
Speaking of that, I had Jennifer Inslee ask me how many individuals or corporate sponsors did we have last year? She's doing, what is she?
She's doing school portfolio.
Okay, so she needs to know for that, and I didn't know.
Look at the back of your shirt.
That's what I was thinking. I think
Count down.
That works. I know that spreadsheet counts it, but I don't know.
She wasn't here last year.
I need to update that
And so
spreadsheet.
corporate sponsorships are how much?
Ooh, we had 5,000 was the biggest one, which was labor.
So
Yeah.
you can, it's whatever they wanna pay.
Well, we want some big sponsorships and corporate, but I mean, we got mostly $100 donations, which was, companies and businesses. I think we had maybe 4 or 5 of the $1,000 donations.
Yeah.
And it kind of trickles down from there.
Do the people that do the mobility equipment, like we got so many kids in wheelchairs, and their folks make a fortune off of our
We
event.
have a company listed, but they, not since I've been here, they haven't said anything.
Yeah, we sent one of
Palmetto.
them every
You
year.
mean Palmetto? No, is that the company? Or-
Yeah,
It's
it's,
on my
yeah,
brand,
I think so.
but they've never said anything.
Yeah, and Mark, cause we use Mark, he has a 19-year-old daughter that's, has CP.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, one time Mark gave $100, but he has never, to my knowledge, he has not given since.
Well, Scott Ray, he does. it's
Scott,
White Horse Road.
Yeah, Live Well.
Live
right?
well.
Live Well.
Is that the
Live Well.
Live well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know
don't
what?
know, I think with Medicaid reimbursement, I wonder how well those folks are
Yeah,
doing.
they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, they don't really.
It's not day trading.
But see, this really, I mean, yeah, this gives us our sponsors, I guess, but we still have a lot online too. People just donate big amounts of it. Or did they just pay the rates? That was.
That was the race, yeah, we had, yeah, just the first
Alright.
race.
Okay, thank you.
We use
Oh,
Go
we
Green.
went right down to
We're
that.
gonna use Go Green. Yeah, I thought they worked out great.
They did good,
Yeah.
and I've still got that account.
Okay, good. cause I think they charge a little bit less per person than Eventbrite does.
But yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and switch that up.
Okay, all right, there you go. All right, we are done. Thank you, everybody.
Valerie,
Y'all have a good
the
Christmas.
brick